Ha! Have you ever thought about having not one, not two, but three of yourself? Of course you haven't. Who would? Well, today I'm going to take a look at Legend of Zelda Tri Heroes. For those of you who need to answer, I guess. Anyways. The Legend of Zelda Tri Heroes is probably one of the most bland Zelda games I've ever played. That is due to how boring it is. And the box art makes it seem like it's some new, exciting, awesome adventure, when in reality, it's so boring. And this is not to say that it's bad, but it's not amazing. Though there are still some positives about the game. I like the costume system. It's really cool that you can get some power-ups with that costume and how you get the items for that costume. I think it's a really cool idea. Some other Zelda games have done this, but not in this kind of type of way. The bosses aren't too bad. I mean, they're a little creative.
I like how they brought back the more Wind Waker-esque style. It looks nice.
Now, I think the idea of a Zelda game that you could play with friends as a trio is cool. In concept.
Now, I think it's possible to make a great game with this idea. For a much bigger game. Like as a mode to A Link Between Worlds that they could put on the box as local multiplayer or something like that. And that's just the thing with this game. It should be a smaller game. Considering this game costed $40 at launch, yeah, I can see why people weren't so happy about this game. Also, 2015 and 2016 were like the worst years to be a Nintendo fan because of how much nothing they had all those years. I mean, other than Pokemon Sun.
So yeah, not a great time to put this game out.
Now, what's this game about? Well, it's about...
Here, give me a second. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. So the story is about some princess who loses her fashion because of a witch. How sad.
It's not terrible, it's just more goofy and lighthearted than some other Zelda stories.
The first thing that happens is that I get plopped into this town, and I have to start collecting items for this lady to get costumes. Then I go to the castle to see the king, but he's not there. And then I play the game when... Oh yeah, you need friends to have some fun with this game. Now that's the problem with this game. You need to have friends with 3DSs to play this game. Unless you want to play this game by yourself. Playing this game by yourself is so tedious. You have to move the other links manually, and it gets so boring after just one level. I don't hate how the gameplay works, but I just wish they could move and fight automatically, like Pikmin or something. Also, we got these soulless creatures out of it, so thanks Nintendo. The puzzles they put you in are cool and unique. However, if I have to go through manually moving the other two links, I'm not gonna want to do these puzzles. Now you might be thinking, well, you haven't played how it's supposed to be played. Well, I did. There's not much of a difference. So when you do play with your friends, it is somewhat fun. But that might be because it's your friends. Anyways, it is more playable, but it's still a little boring. Over time, I did realize that there were some puzzles that were reused, but like, most Zelda games do this. I mean, this whole game doesn't really feel like a Zelda game. Now, considering Breath of the Wild was new, different, and did new things that the Zelda series had not done before, that shows that a Zelda game doesn't have to be just like a normal Zelda game to be good. Well, that's not the case with Tri Heroes. It's cool and different, but I feel like having the pure concept as multiplayer does not work the best for this type of game specifically. I guess unless you were a kid with two other siblings with 3DSs to play with you, but I don't think that's the likeliest thing to happen if you're lonely. Last thing I have to say about this game is the art style and music. It's literally A Link Between Worlds music and art style. Now I did say,
I like how they brought back the more Wind Waker-esque style. It looks nice.
However, what I meant by Wind Waker art style was the links themselves. Everything else is heavily used from A Link Between Worlds art style and music. Now there's not a huge problem about this, but it makes Tri Heroes not stand out as much as the other Zelda games. Like the difference between Skyward Sword and Twilight Princess is still there, even if they have some similarities. Now let's ask the question. What's it like to have three of yourself, and is this the worst Zelda game? For starters, no, it's so boring. I've literally been talking about this the whole video. And without counting the Legend of Zelda CDI games, yes, while a goofy premise for a Zelda game is fine, I feel it isn't a worthwhile experience. Compared to some other Zelda games, heck, even other Nintendo games. This game seems like a game that Nintendo made just to put on their Christmas catalog that year. At best, Tri Heroes is okay, and at worst, it is boring and tedious. Well, that was Legend of Zelda Tri Heroes. Not bad, but hello there. How'd you break through my walls? We lived inside your walls this whole time. Huh, how did I not notice you? It doesn't matter if you notice us, we're gonna kill you. What? You disrespected our kind by trashing this game after we've done so much for you this whole time. Well, that was Legend of Zelda Tri Heroes. You know, if Nintendo did put download play in this game, Nintendo would be holy crap.